Okay, we can start.
Is that the first bit?
No, well, I
Eye
just
contact flanked.
Were you purposely avoiding my? Could you tell that I was staring at you?
I was confused what was going on in my peripheral vision.
Well,
Both ends.
I saw David staring at you, and I was like, I'm absolutely doing that as well.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my-
didn't know if the podcast had started right there. I was like,
No, this is how we do it.
Yeah.
Well, that was the. Yeah, it hadn't really started, but we were recording,
Yeah.
Okay.
but not video. But you were locked in on the mushroom forest as I was staring at you.
Yeah, it's odd where you were staring at me, and now you're locked in on the mushroom forest. So I
Well,
feel
now
like
we're all
we
looking at
we
the
have
mushroom
we have
forest.
not established a any degree of connection, eye contact,
Rapport.
Yeah,
What this is about. What do we do?
I really don't know. Why
I mean,
I'm
but first of all, to all the listeners out there, we have Eric Walsh on the pod. Huge get.
You guys just co-headlined the New York Comedy Festival,
Yeah.
right.
the entire festival,
Yeah, we were one of the biggest acts in the whole thing.
and you guys were both wearing suits and both sweating profusely.
Was
through
I
the suit.
sweating as profusely as Max?
All
No,
right.
no, Max. No one is gonna sweat as profusely as Max.
You're right.
but-
Actually,
Right.
you are right about that.
It was Max's idea to wear the suit as well.
Really?
Yeah.
He was. I thought you were putting it on Eric.
No, he was the one who proposed it.
I proposed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because you were the one that reached out to me about doing the show,
Mhm.
and then I don't know, for some reason I thought we had to do something special, like because it was the festival, and because
Right.
and also for some reason in my head I always think, or not that this happens all the time, but I think like a bunch of people are gonna like turn up and like watch the thing, so I'm like, well, I have to do something different because they've already seen my act. Now nobody comes. No, nobody comes. Nobody that comes from like Goon or has seen my stuff. But I was like, we gotta do something different. So I was like, you know what'll make this special? Let's wear suits.
But your takeaway from it was that it wasn't going to be a regular thing, whereas Elberg was excited about the prospect of rocking the suit more
Right.
consistently.
Yes. Well, he really wants to do the suits more.
He does. He does.
He also
Would you wear a suit?
I mean, I would have to rent one. I don't have one.
Right.
And I don't know. I don't really like. I would like if everyone. I'm not gonna be the one guy not wearing a suit.
But
Right.
you would feel peer pressured into the suit.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm not like a suit act either.
What defines is Max a suit act? I mean, what constitutes a suit act?
I honestly didn't think any of you guys were really, except
No.
maybe. I mean, Elberg was kind of the closest, just because he's such a good host. He kind of felt like right. Like I feel like if
Right.
he was bringing on some suit acts, it would have been perfect.
well, he had
then
like
you-
master of ceremonies energy.
He did.
Like he was very like
Well, like, it's just kind of funny because like Max's act is like I'm like, sort of like just like regular guy, sort of like I'm trying to figure it out,
macho man.
and then macho alpha, and so wearing a suit kind of contradicted it. I feel like you're closer to having a suit act because like your whole thing is sort of like pretending to be pompous.
Yeah, right.
But-
that's macho man.
It almost felt like too much.
Too
with
on the
suit.
nose.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not enough contrast.
Yeah.
I would love to see you in like a baggy hoodie. Just going up there with like just a baggy hoodie.
I'm not good. Do you guys have trouble with the peripheral vision with a hoodie on?
Yes.
Yeah, but then how do you connect with an audience if you can't really see?
Well, I don't go with the hoodie on. I'm wearing a hoodie. I don't.
Okay. I thought you wanted me to perform with the.
That
hood.
would be
the hood on.
crazy. Full hoodie. That would be just in the shadows. Dude, that's so funny.
That
Especially for you.
That hello in the
Yeah,
beginning, a lot more ominous.
Dude, that would be unreal.
Just come out from the shadows.
It's not even like it's just a baggy just. Oh my. Yeah, you can't see either of the wings. Oh, that'd be. You do your neck. Your head is high.
So
Oh,
you
no.
seem to be a big periphery guy.
I am. Yeah, I mean, I like to have pretty good court vision and
What'd you say?
court vision.
Court vision?
Yeah, if you're like a point guard, you have to know
Oh.
where everyone is on the court. and
My
stuff
head
like
went straight to like court.
that.
I
Oh,
was like,
well,
I've
yeah.
heard that.
I mean, you had some court vision a couple
Yeah,
weeks
for
ago.
sure.
Yeah, right.
You like to have good court vision though when you're on the stage.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would say so. No, right? Don't you have to check in with everyone? How
I mean, I look down so much every time I look at a tape, and I'm getting better.
Yeah, you said yeah.
I do look down a lot. I'm not.
Are you looked down?
No,
Where-
I don't look down. I look at, but I feel like my problem for the longest time was that I scanned the room way too frequently.
Yeah.
Where I was like a radar, just back and forth.
Yeah,
the
my
whole
friend
time.
called me the oscillating fan. 'Cause I go back and
Yeah,
forth.
and then you don't know until you see footage of it, and you're like, oh my god,
It's bad.
And so I got better at it because I watched that video of Ralphie May like talking
Yeah,
about,
that was a good one.
and he says you got to look at everybody, but like it was like I took it way too to heart. I think so. No, but I will look at people. I used to have that thing of you would hear comics talking about how like they would be annoyed about like even if everyone's laughing, if there's one person not enjoying it, they're like so fixated on them. And I used to never know what they were talking about because like I think I just was so not comfortable on stage
Yeah.
that I couldn't remember anyone. Like I could remember whether they were laughing or not, but like I couldn't tell you one person's face or anything. And then the more comfortable I've gotten, I have become that person where I will notice like people that aren't laughing and the people that are and all that.
Sure.
I've always been bothered by that exact phrase. People say they notice the one person not laughing because anytime I've had a show, at least 25% are not laughing. Even my best joke. I've never seen a universal guffaw.
-1.
Yeah, Sans one.
Like that would be
not,
awesome.
Like genuinely not even close. So like every time someone says that, I'm like, what am I doing wrong?
And you've murdered. Like,
yeah,
you've
yeah.
done
I'm like,
one.
I feel like I'm doing well. I'm not even getting close to winning this room.
Yeah, I didn't get the one.
Yeah.
Dude, this was embarrassing. I was hanging out at Flophouse last night. I did the show, and they tossed me up, and I was way too comfortable, and I was like twirling the mic stand a bit.
Yeah.
And I didn't I just lost like, I guess I didn't have my peripheral. I didn't have good court vision.
Yeah, right.
And the stage was smaller than I anticipated, and I knocked the mic stand entirely off
Really?
off the
Funny.
stage into the audience, and they picked it up and handed it back to me.
Did you have a line?
I truly was like, thank you.
Everyone in the audience is like, I mean, I could have thought of that.
No, I did not notoriously quick on the feet.
That's the worst because you're twirling it because you're confident.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
It was right. It stayed stationary. I just
Yeah.
planted it after. That was embarrassing. I started sweating. Thank God I wasn't in the suit.
Thinking. I mean, have you ever seen the video of Ralphie May doing one of his first like talk show like sets, and there's like he for some reason walking from backstage down to where the mic is. He has to like walk down like a flight of like 5 stairs, and he falls and eats shit, and then gets up and it has to like start doing stand up. Have you ever seen that?
No.
It's crazy. Like he falls so hard where whoever's hosting, I think it's like, I don't even know who it is. It might be Letterman or Conan or someone, runs over to like help him up, and then like, but he's like stops because it was like a really bad fall, and then he gets up immediately, and that's got to be. I mean, he does, and the thing is,
Does anyone see it happen?
everybody sees
The
it.
entire audience?
Yeah,
sees
no, like literally, he walks out from behind the curtain, is like, hey, and
it?
then
No.
falls down
Ooh.
completely to like down a flight of 5 stairs. He's a big guy, obviously.
Yeah.
And the thing too is the audience I think was so shocked because he had a line right away. He goes, they say he gets up and he's like, they tell you to break a leg before you get on, and then like nothing, like no, like people don't even laugh.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, that's me trying, hey, and then he's like, he keeps riffing on it, and he's getting kind of nothing. Like he's like, hey, you know what? This stage works. That's the thing. You wonder, and like people are just like, ha ha ha.
So he didn't recover?
He did, but it was like people. You would expect a major pop after.
Absolutely.
break
Yeah,
a
there was so
leg.
much tension.
Yeah, and no, but it was just like, I don't. It was like he did all right, but I think like people were just so hung up on the fall.
What would be your line?
My line,
Yeah.
I
Ooh. Ta-da.
I don't think I would. I don't know. Like I really would be like, can we start over? Like this isn't. I don't want this on.
Would it make
This isn't
sense
live.
if you started over and then you went back down the stairs again and deliberately fell again?
That would be pretty.
Do you double down?
That would be a pretty good move. What would your line be?
I I don't know if I have a line off the top of my head.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I mean, that's my. I've heard of like Jim Gaffigan tripping on stage, walking. Like that's been a big thing of any like audition set of tripping while we're going on. And I've thought about thinking of a line. My big fear too is when you grab the microphone and the cord comes undone.
Oh yeah.
That happened to me once, and ever since then, every time I think about that. And because the worst is when you're trying to put it back in and everyone's watching you do it.
And
That's like the time I'm not going to be able to do it at all. So I will just give my time back to the host.
Well, that's the thing. You gotta kind of. I think in that moment you gotta be like yelling to them as you're doing it. Like you gotta be. You can't be silent doing it.
I think I would rather them just all close their eyes while I did it, because I just can't have so many eyes on me.
That would be hilarious. Just if you truly like, everyone, please close
their
eyes.
Well, just at work, anytime my boss would be like right behind me I could not function. I lost all ability to like work in PowerPoint or something like that. So someone just observing me trying to do something, I'm toast.
But I don't think you do well observed in general. Like
I don't know.
No.
And why do you say
industry.
that though?
Well, I mean, you're notoriously shy in the bathroom.
Yes, no, that's not good.
That's like
am I really that abnormal in that? I mean, that's
no. It's just also I mean, I feel like every other time we hang out, you bring up being pee shy.
I get dominated a lot. Yeah, I really do.
Yeah,
and it's not something that just stops. It's not like, oh, I got dominated on Tuesday. No, it's like every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day you get dominated.
So what? Like you gotta wait until everyone leaves the bathroom for you to unload.
Unless there's classical music going on, that really can let it loose.
Then,
In the
'cause then you're in
Bryant
your
Park
element.
area. Yeah, I think for some reason the classical music really can soothe the nervous system, and I think the nervous system is the issue. And but normally, yeah, I'll just go to the stall. I can't if I'm going mano a mano at the urinal. I mean, I'm toast.
Yeah.
The moment I hear his stream, I'm done. I'm out. I'm like, okay, touche, you got this. But then, or you have him frozen. Then there's just tension. There's a lot of tension
For
in there.
sure.
Could you pop in the AirPods, put in classical?
I've thought about a blindfold and
you would go. I mean, that would be terrifying.
I need a sensory deprivation.
If I saw you walking blindfolded, I mean that would make everyone else pee shy. I'll tell you that.
And there's no sound. He's not peeing. He's at the urinal, blindfolded, with headphones in.
That would be. I mean, that'd be rock and roll. That'd be
ominously
metal,
tall.
man.
Yeah.
You walk into a public bathroom, blindfold on.
Noise canceling headphones.
You're just way too loud. You're like, who goes there? Who is that?
Oh man, you have the hoodie on. Oh man,
The hoodie would probably help, honestly. That'd block out some periphery.
Exactly. Yeah, it really is the periphery.
Yeah.
especially in the
You need
urinal.
horse
It's all
blinders.
brief.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's why you hated the bathroom at
I mean, yeah.
DeFonte's.
I mean, no, that was an
Belmonte.
unacceptable bathroom.
Yeah.
I mean, the stalls were too low. I watched two people.
what makes a
Sit
great
down.
bathroom? What makes a great bathroom that you have to share with people?
I mean, the ideal is you have the whole like contained wall, like a bathroom within a bathroom, with like the
Sure.
door going all the way to the ceiling.
right.
I mentioned the classical music. Maybe like a guy with mints, but like
That makes it better.
No.
More people in there.
I think he can raise the general affability in it, and I think maybe that takes a little pressure off me.
Okay. I would think you would want less people in there.
Wait, like a bathroom attendant though? No,
Yeah.
you think? Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like maybe he knows what to do. Like he's been in that situation.
He's seen so many of these guys. He can coax me through a.
Oh, you need some help there, son.
Maybe he gives me the blindfold. he's got a blindfold. For me.
You need this man needs a blind. It's okay. Everybody does it. Here, look.
Well, there was a
I
period.
just
There was a period where I don't know if you know. Do you know Brett Singer, the comic?
Yeah.
There was a period at the West Side Mics where I don't know if he was doing it deliberately to alpha me, but anytime I would leave the mic or to use the restroom, he would follow me in there and take the urinal right next to me, and I was like, Brett, you did it again. I'm frozen. And he would do it, and he said to me so patronizing, he was like, that I had the same affliction when I was your age, and then he just
Wow.
unleashes, and I'm like, I'm out.
The most powerful.
This is a lot of bathroom talk.
And
but
that's crazy because that's like a line that you would say.
yes.
I had the same affliction.
Affliction. I think I didn't. He did not use the word affliction.
Oh, okay.
I Walshianed his singer. Yeah.
Well done, Nick. You're on. I mean, this is one of the best episodes. Yeah, don't even. This
You want to know? You want to know the secret? Have a trans kid.
And two.
Two.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You'll
Shout
be
out
able
to
to
Brett
pee,
Singer.
pee all day in front of anybody.
Yeah.
How do you do on camping trips?
I don't camp. I don't know if that's the reason, but I
Yeah. What about are you? Do you have a poop problem?
I knew that was the next question. No,
Sorry.
I find that you either have one or the other. I feel like it's rarely both.
Yeah,
Oh, that
which is
one's
fortunate.
way worse.
And I would
for me.
rather have
That one's
what I have. Yeah.
your affliction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you think is like the because your style of comedy, which we've briefly touched on, and we were saying suit or not or whatever. Do you think like how you dress is kind of like the perfect way to package you already?
Do you have any other? Do you have suggestions on how I could change it, perhaps?
Other than the hoodie?
Yeah, other than the hoodie.
I almost feel like it would be funny. You were dressed like you didn't change your hair or like anything else about
Yeah.
you, but you did like kind of early 2000s Jersey Shore douche where you're like wearing an Affliction t-shirt up there or something.
Okay.
And skinny jeans.
Skinny jeans, but they would accentuate my small calves.
You're right. You wouldn't.
And
wanna
that would be embarrassing. How am I supposed to command a stage if they can see the calves?
No, you're right. I'm sorry.
I think it'd be crazy if you
Affliction,
wore
though.
cowboy boots.
Cowboy boots.
That'd be fun.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be good stuff.
Um,
Or just jewelry in general. Any type of jewelry.
jewelry would be ridiculous. I mean, what are your thoughts on the ironed shirt? I've been ironing my shirt for about now a year and a half or so. Do you like a crisp shirt? Because now Max has got into it a little bit. Are you anti-crisp or pro-crisp?
I'm not anti-crisp, but I just personally don't do it because I just don't have the. I just don't have the mental wherewithal to get through that. And plus,
What's the hardest part of it?
like I'm the type of guy where like probably 2 months ago, my favorite pair of sunglasses fell underneath my bed,
Mm-hmm.
and I just don't have them anymore.
Yeah,
You
I
know
know
what-
that. I know that.
And so like
He got dominated by the.
Right.
it's
right.
just like I can't like I just go through phases where I like everything feels really hard.
Of course.
You know, where you leave your laundry sits in the bag
Yeah.
for way too long
Right.
or whatever else. So it's like I don't have like I think I need to get into a better place mentally before I can start worrying about iron. And I also don't care. And I also don't think my shirts get that crinkled anyway.
Really? You don't get? How do you not get the crinkly shirt? I mean,
Well, I'm not wearing like button ups.
Oh,
really. I'm
okay.
typically wearing soft tees.
What do you think if I did the button up, but just no buttons, and I'm just shirtless underneath it? Like
Whoa. I could see white tee.
maybe
That
or
might
like
be a little
one
more.
one or two buttons.
I mean, that would make my year.
yeah, yeah.
Well, if
could I
you
pull
just
it?
if, like open chest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be just doing jacks like that's
Yeah.
cocky as heck too. I like that a lot with the cowboy boots.
I think what if you have your same style of shirt, but you went a few sizes up,
Yeah.
more loose, and because I was watching the Gary Shandling documentary.
Mhm.
That's sort of the style he has.
Yeah.
And I think it looks cool.
But Gary Shandling, I feel like has a more beta persona on stage a little bit.
Then you, yeah,
Yeah.
you're pretty alpha.
I try to. I seek.
You
dominance.
dominate up there.
I seek dominance.
Yeah.
That's why I struggle to make eye contact because when I do, it's so penetrating that it starts. That's the one person not laughing at my joke. It's the guy who I'm making eye contact. He is terrified.
Like
Oh,
every
man.
time you make eye contact, they go from laughing to really quickly
Yeah,
scared.
yeah.
Who's the toughest group when you make eye contact with? Which one? Like the group of cute girls, the group of the fellas on the night out, the couple, the older people. Who's one where you're like, I did a show like a couple weeks ago, and the first two rows were all just like cute, like 23-year-old girls, and they were sitting maybe 2 feet from the stage, like they were so
Yeah.
close, and I was like, this is a nightmare. Like I have no idea where to look. That's the toughest for
I
me.
struggle with doing the she to an African American. That's where I don't feel comfortable.
Do you have that
Sometimes
in
I
your
let
act?
it fly. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I say I don't want to be a cog in the corporate machine, a big black cog. She. That is what
full eye contact.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that's one that, yeah, you could probably just look into space when you say that.
Yeah,
one.
right.
It'd be worse if you like found them for that long.
Is it bad that I decide whether or not I do the joke based on the demographic of the crowd?
No, everyone does that.
Yeah.
Well,
Well-
so are there stuff you hold back? Depending
Yeah, definitely,
What do
for
you-
sure. I'll definitely. Well,
I think that is bad.
Yeah, I don't think it's great. I think they
Because-
would also laugh at it too.
Exactly, because
Sure.
I think you should do it in front of everybody. And if you're afraid to do that, then maybe that's like a joke that shouldn't be in your act. And
But then,
but I think if you don't take stock of the room, then you're like
the counter is sorry, go ahead.
No.
Okay, the counter I had is I have that joke about how much would you sell the next year of your life for? And our friend Max Chavez said 80 grand. And I said like I kind of want to purchase him and then resell him at a higher price. But I did that joke at a show, and a black guy just said, "Oh yeah, so slavery, right?" And I was like, "That wasn't." I guess so, yes, but that wasn't what I was going for.
No.
And so that was if I did I mean, that's a good joke, but like if I did it based on his reaction, I would have to like get rid of it.
that's true. And you know what? I guess I would also say that's probably not one you would do in a majority black room.
Well, the tricky thing is, I mean, I did it once, and a black guy said 10 grand as the answer, and I said I kind of want to purchase you and resell you at a higher price, but you're black, so that'd be a bad look.
Did it get a laugh?
It got a little bit of a laugh, but he went, "Come on, man."
Come on.
I mean,
And
those
that's when you
early
go, "Shit."
Yeah, those early New York sets, I was really getting. Joe Checkman really threw me by the wayside. There was not to just keep quoting my entire act, but I did the Pythagorean theorem joke. He asked me how tall I am, then he asked me my shoe size, and I think he took A and B to calculate the size of my C. And a black woman yelled out, "You don't have a C." And I didn't hear her, so I went, "Excuse me?"
Oh man.
Well, that's the word. I mean, like sometimes there is that. Don't you always want to know when something like that happens, what like a more experienced comedian would do
Yeah.
in that situation?
Right.
Because I have I told you about when I did a show at the Midtown Pair a while ago on the first day. It was the first football Sunday of the year.
Yeah.
So there were people that got barked into the show that were watching football on their phones in the front row while I was on stage, and it was a really hard bomb for me, and I was doing my joke about my 3 gay black roommates, and then it was not going well, and someone in the back yells, "You're a gay black guy," and I was like, "No."
Yeah.
I had nothing to say.
Right.
And I just was like, yeah, like literally he just won. And so
Yeah.
I was thinking about that later. One, I still don't know.
You
what
still
I
don't
should've
have
said.
one? Yeah.
No, because I mean, like the only thing I could think of is like there is no really good response. Because if you're like too defensive about it, it's like, okay.
Right.
So I don't know what I would say, but I always wonder in rooms like that. I'm like, what would Dave Attell do in that room?
I
Or
know. Do you get heckled a lot? Or are you commanding? No, yeah.
I don't get heckled a lot.
Right.
But when you're doing that bad, people like the confidence of the audience grows
right.
tremendously
Well,
when you're
Well,
doing
yours dwindles, theirs goes up.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to like still somehow be confident on stage while you're just getting nothing.
I think I've done enough shows where I feel like solid about my material that when it's not going well, I'm just like, okay, we're just
It's one of these.
it's one of these. I mean, yeah, I was in Ohio recently and they're just staring at me.
Yeah.
It's gotten to the point now where where they genuinely don't know I'm telling jokes and they're just like, okay, where's the joke? I was like, well, you've just heard 7 jokes.
Yeah.
That happened to me for a while at Atlantic City. That was the first where I was,
Right.
and I think I've developed a bit more since then, hopefully. But I was throwing one pitch, and
Right.
if they didn't see it, if they didn't understand that was a joke,
Yeah, right.
then it was just 20 minutes of me talking.
It was the one joke max.
One joke max.
Yeah.
But now we're 2 jokes.
Now you got an abundance of jokes. But
Abundance
I mean, one of your more recent performances there, you went pretty heavily Forrest Gump, right?
Yeah.
They were ridiculing you.
Yeah,
for
they called me Forrest Gump
because of your
because of how I looked
your
and
San
how I
Francisco
talked.
accent.
Yeah,
and,
exactly. Yeah. No, I mean,
and how you looked.
and how I looked. Which
Which
that
one is
hurt.
more offensive?
The look.
The look.
Because I get the accent.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, all right, you think I sound like but I was like, you think I look like him?
Yeah, right.
Well, Tom Hanks is a handsome man.
Yeah, but that's not his most handsome role.
Right.
That's not, yeah, everybody gets called out stuff. I don't know how
If you had to get called a Tom Hanks role,
Saving Private Ryan.
yeah.
Yeah, it was quick, but yeah. I don't know.
Didn't he look good in one of the Santa Clauses?
What?
It was 3.
That was
Well, you
so
don't-
honest.
Because you don't want Castaway. Because you look
I
disheveled.
haven't seen Castaway.
Oh, all right.
I'm sorry.
No.
Can I toss a question into the mix?
For
Dude,
sure.
please. Why? Yeah, dude. We had you on to ask us questions.
What's a feeling you wish you could bottle up?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I
Can
am
of
the
joy.
captain now.
What?
I said I am the captain.
Dude, welcome to.
Is doubt a feeling?
You'd want to
Why
bottle.
would you want? You would want to like you're saying to like get rid of?
Well, what
I'm
do
just,
you
like,
mean?
Almost like save like a really great like killing on state. You could bottle that up and like feel that again.
Oh,
Oh,
you drink it like a.
Yeah.
I thought, because someone
Suffering.
You just like extract it from you.
says, well, when people say bottle up their emotions.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. Yeah.
Okay.
But like that you could almost then like experience whenever you want. But it could be in like a specific moment or a general feel. Because I have like one where like if you watch like a movie from someone you didn't know or read a book and it was like, oh my God, this exists. And it like opens up an entire new world and you're just so excited.
Yeah.
I think that's one of mine.
That's pretty great. I would do maybe I don't know, the feeling of like doing well on stage. That's kind of lame, but that is like can power you to do anything. Like if you could drink that before you had to like wash the dishes.
Right.
You could do anything.
You would have your sunglasses by now.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. No more squinting.
Yeah. What I mean I would say the first time you do well in stand, like even when it didn't actually go well, but like that like giddiness or like oh my God, I can't believe that happened. I mean, that's one of the best feelings ever.
Yeah.
Or there's like, do you ever get that weird feeling where you somehow before you go on stage, you're about to do well? Like just for some reason, like any nerves leave you and you just feel like you just know.
I don't trust it anymore because there's been enough where I think I'm going to do well and then God, does it go south?
Yeah. But that's
that is a good feeling. When
that's the best mindset to go into it with.
Right.
Yeah, I think. Well, those ones happen when I think when I feel like I'm going to do well is when I know I genuinely don't care. Like when I'm just when I am really like actually in the moment, actually just having a laugh.
Right.
And then they're like, oh yeah, I'll go do this. Not like, because I'll try to talk myself into that mentality.
Right.
But when I know it's sincere, that's often when I do the best. Because because I've had check spots like that where I'm truly just like, yeah, let's go do this. Not overthinking it at all.
Do you have a feeling you would bottle up?
Yeah, dude. When asking a girl for her number and she says yes. That
Did that last night. Elberg and I were
That happened last night?
Yeah, we were. You
were on the town?
We were hitting the town.
What, you asked the lady for digits?
Well, he got it on behalf of both of us because we were talking to two women.
Okay, that makes
And
more
he
sense.
said,
But we were mingling.
And how did that feel?
It was good. I mean, I've never seen Elberg talk like that. I mean, he was like full court pressing with the chat.
Yeah, good proof.
And I was just asking my little silly questions.
No, don't ever say those questions are little and silly. They're big. They're big and
They're
joyous.
poignant and thought provoking.
Are you guys gonna go on a double date?
I don't know,
All right.
but I
That's
do know.
I guess
exciting.
it's up to Elberg.
Yeah, I mean, but Elberg was. Yeah, it was a. Yeah, it was a good. He considered it a win. It was.
How did you not?
I mean, it was. It was a good time.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Where was this at?
What's your feeling?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
What's my feel besides the opening? I mean, I also just love the morning. Like 6 a.m. first coffee in like the summer when the light is like I mean, you're like going to Trader Joe's at that time, so I feel like it's less joyful. But like when I am just walking around with the coffee, and there's just like this, I don't know, genuine like delight and sense of possibility that leaves me by 11 a.m. But that morning is just I wish would you rather have 2 mornings or 2 nights in a day?
Whoa.
Mine's mornings unequivocally.
Probably mornings, honestly. I love getting something done in the morning. That makes me feel great. Like I love working out in the morning. That's like what
Right.
I've always enjoyed. And yeah,
I guess 2 mornings would be good because you have one where you can do nothing and then you can get
Right,
stuff done on
right.
the
There
second
you go.
morning.
But do you feel like your better self, or the self you like more at night or in the morning?
I guess like you have a better chance of feeling good about yourself in the morning because it's all just like possibilities.
Right.
And by the nighttime, you already know whether you're a piece of shit that day.
yeah,
or
well,
not.
you didn't deliver on.
Right.
Yeah. So sometimes night is great because you're like, holy fuck, I just did all this stuff and now I'm gonna do this.
But do you get a lot of I feel like I don't get that much satisfaction from having like checked boxes, and maybe because I'm just not checking enough boxes. But
Yeah.
Well,
you
where
need more
do you
boxes.
get your satisfaction?
I feel like in the moment of like if you're writing or something like that, or just like the goodness of the actual pursuit, instead of like when people say they don't enjoy writing, they just enjoy having written. I cannot relate to that feeling. I would not write if that was my only satisfaction.
Oh, okay.
It's the same as like maybe the closest thing for me is the gym, where I do prefer having gone to the gym than going to the gym. But most things in life, like I feel like that's bad because then you're just like most of your life is doing the thing.
Right.
I feel like, and if you're not really enjoying it, like that kind of sucks. And you just only get pleasure after like that you checked it off. I'm like that. Well, that's not the real joy and delight.
I don't know, but like I feel like I get joy from writing when it's going well, but there's times where you're just like everything you think of, you're like, oh my god, I suck. That's not funny. This
Yeah.
isn't fun. Like that just like makes me feel so bad.
But I think that is the best part about comedy, the difficulty, because that's what brings the joy later on when you crack it. If it was easy, then it wouldn't be fun at all. So
Yeah.
basically, that frustration is just you edging before you experience.
But
this.
Now you're putting it in terms I can understand.
Wait, are you getting joy though when you're writing and you just know it's dog?
I am less in the moment, noting the dog. Like
The
I
dogness.
usually like if I'm making myself laugh, even if I'm like this is going nowhere, like that's almost my only goal when I'm in the apartment or the coffee shop, just trying to get myself to giggle, even if it goes nowhere.
That's a good way of looking.
And I'm not like, oh, this is bad. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I just have done this enough that I know most of it will go nowhere. But I'm like,
I'm having
that
a
doesn't
laugh.
take away the what?
You're like, I'm having a laugh.
Yeah, and that to me is the most important because I'm like, eventually something good will come.
Right.
But like in the meantime, I'm gonna laugh it up.
Right.
I mean, everyone in the coffee shop just sees me just.
Well, you
laughing
have
to
to
myself.
you have to have the most. I mean, from how many people that come up to you and talk to you at the you have to have the
Right.
biggest presence there.
It's a big presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a woman took a picture of me and then she said, "I took a picture of you. Do you want it?" And it was an incredible picture. Yeah, I was locked in.
I'm sure it's great
Yeah.
since I'm the subject. Do you? Okay, I was thinking about this because you have such like a you have such a defined voice in comedy. I was wondering, like, do you remember one of your first jokes when you first started? Because me and Max were having a laugh about this the other day, talking about our first jokes, and it was such a good time. I figured you would be a great person to ask.
Right. I guess to me, it's always interesting how people have told me very early on that I found my voice, but
Yeah.
the voice that they said there is very different than the voice now. So
Yeah.
it's like, did I find it, or did it just seem like did it seem aligned with what I was saying and stuff like that? Because like I had always been like I hadn't found my voice,
Yeah.
and I still don't find like I feel like I'm closer to it. So to me, I am more. I don't know if there's a specific joke. I mean, maybe like the went to a top 3 college, you know, Harvard, Yale, University of Wisconsin. Like,
I don't mean the first one. Like, I just mean What's the earliest joke you remember, even before you feel like it matched your voice?
Oh, this one, yeah. I mean, it's
like, would you know like a joke from the first time you ever went on stage?
Yeah, I think I did this at first. Like, doesn't it kind of look like the Statue of Liberty is calling for the basketball in the post? and you got to feed her the ball because she's got the hot hand. MTG, Michael Thomas Geary was there, and I got an applause break. And then it like never worked again.
She's got the hot hand rules.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
awesome.
Yeah. I was excited. I thought of that, I think, before I ever did stand up, and then I tried it. Yeah,
filed it.
Didn't work. But yeah. Why? What was your guys?
I had one about. I mean, way too much of my stuff was talking about farts.
Really?
But like not even like. But it was. I had one where I said that I feel like farts are like the intrusive thoughts of the ass, and then I would say, because sometimes you think you got to fart, but you end up shitting your pants, and you can always feel your ass being like, "Oh my god, did I just say that out loud?"
That's funny. That's good. But you didn't.
I mean, I just didn't want to be the guy. The
guy talking about
farts.
Yeah, I agree.
I had another really weird one where I was like, it really had to be sold, and it was like a long, drawn out thing where like if the payoff didn't work, it sucked. But I would go, I hate the way things are changing, man. I remember when I was a kid and people were talking about Amazon, they were talking about the rainforest, and I hate when I was a kid. Someone said apple, they were talking about the fruit. And when I was a kid, when someone said YouTube, they were talking about a tube shaped like a U. That was the whole thing. And it was either people, like, it went from, like, what? To, like, uh-huh.
I mean, that's a lot of build-up for that.
I know.
That rules. That would be a fun shit. I mean, I remember the first ever mic I did, like, back in San Diego in front of, like, my ex and a guy I went to college with. The only joke I remember from is the closer was I explained how I thought elephant in the room was a weird expression. And then I said something, I was like, because if there was an elephant in the room, all I would do is, like, want to talk about it. And then I just explained the expression. And I remember leaving. I was like, I wonder why that didn't land. And it took me like that was so.
There was an elephant in that room.
I was the elephant.
Yeah, you were the elephant.
I was the elephant. Oh my god! Yeah, that was my first ever.
Wow.
Thought.
Had you been sitting on that for a while?
Yeah, I mean that was probably months of writing.
Wow.
I don't know. I was sophomore year of college. Literally the first time I ever got on stage. So what? I was 19 maybe.
Wow.
20, yeah, it was my big.
David, do you have grandiose daydreams about stand-up?
No, not really. Like I mean, like
fantasies.
No. Well, my most grandiose thing, because obviously Max and I have talked about, like, we kind of have slightly different things. Like we've already talked about Max's daydream, which we will bring up after.
Wait, is the one throwing out the pitch?
No. What? Oh no.
Oh, I got a lot of I'm a daydreamer.
It's about the one on Fallon. Have you?
Yeah,
heard
that one too. Yeah, he has the joke about
that one's great.
He's throwing out a pitch at San Francisco.
Absolutely,
yeah.
First pitch. No, I got a lot of daydreams, man.
But my like version of that, because it's not necessarily like being famous is what I want, but I want like my like grandiose is like I want to be like I want to be like people's like favorite, like, oh dude, this guy's the real. Oh, you think this guy? Nah, David Martin. You know what I mean? Like a comic sort of like. For some reason, I want to be someone's favorite comic.
I thought you meant like People's Magazine. Like that's the way People's.
Yeah, I want to be on the cover of People Magazine.
That's why I was like, that doesn't sound
what's your dream compliment then? Besides like, oh, like David Marcus is the funny. There's got to be something a little more specific.
No, I don't really think about that. And we've gotten into this before, and in fact, we've talked about like certain compliments that I would be happy to hear. You're like, those are insulting.
Right, absolutely.
But
we did talk about that.
I don't really have a compliment that I like to think about. No, I
Are
just
you not
want,
a daydreamer? Do you have a
dude?
rich inner
My
world?
daydreams are like my daydreams are like what I would do differently if I woke up and it was like 15 years ago.
Huh.
What would you do differently?
Yeah.
What would I do differently? I mean,
and then you play out that entire world.
Kinda.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which reality? How good of a life are you living now relative to all those different worlds?
Well, I'd have a lot more Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That's
Okay. So you're assuming you have all the knowledge today.
Yeah.
And then
I
would
think
you still live with Max, even if you had all the Bitcoin?
no.
No.
All right, no,
Would you hang out with him?
I don't know what I would be.
brutal?
Well,
Brutal. This is news to me.
well, I'm just saying I'd probably have moved to New York way sooner than I
Right.
have
Right.
before Max ever did.
Right.
And,
right.
You get to the apartment first.
I'd still be. I would try, but I'd be weird.
You'd be weird.
I think it would be weird, because I would have to really go out of my way to become friends with Max, because we didn't have our natural. We worked at Trader Joe's together, and
Right.
we'd see each other there.
Do you think you guys would have become friends if you didn't work at Trader Joe's?
Not as close as we are,
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely not.
Why is that?
because you just need all
mean-
that time together.
I mean, David was without a doubt the person I talked to the most. I mean, probably still is, like, for the past 3 years. Like, because we were just, like, I think we hit it off pretty quickly. Like, we
Yeah.
liked each other. But we were also the only two people, like, we had something in common.
Right.
And we had to stand in a dairy cooler for 3 hours. Everyone's like, well, of course we're going to talk. Like, it just made the time. And then through that, we got to know each other way better. But it was just like, yeah, we were like the two. We had something that we wanted to talk about and that we had a
Right.
shared interest in, and we had to be in the same spot for 8 hours with no one else that had that interest. And we also didn't care about, like, our work. Like, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I would think. I mean, I'm sure if if we met each other through comedy, we would be like, oh, what's up, man? Like, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't be.
I
But
think
it would never have.
I think if you and I were forced together,
Yeah.
we'd be even closer than me and Max.
Yeah. I mean,
What are we doing? What are we? You're breaking my heart.
No, I'm just
who
kidding, bro.
Who is the lead questioner between you two? Who's the lead dancer?
Well,
Or do you take turns?
I don't think we really ask questions. I feel like we just go up to each other and make statements. And
Is
then
that really how it works?
sort of it's like
No, I'll toss him. How are you doing? Or what's up? How's it going? I'll toss him. I think
I
I'm
mean-
going lead dancer.
You're the lead dancer.
I think I'm going lead dancer. I've had enough slander from the other side. I think I'm going lead dancer.
all right.
I'll take
And I
lead.
accept that.
Because you ask good questions, but maybe it's do you have to. I feel like once you get into the conversation more, you're not starting with the questions, but once you're in it, you're like, okay.
I feel like once I'm comfortable with someone, it's not I feel like asking questions is something you do to someone you don't really spend that much time around and you don't know how to
Yeah.
hang out with them. And I feel like
Right,
once
Eric?
you're really once you're really comfortable with someone,
Yeah.
you can just go up and be like, I was watching this video and
Yeah.
fucking this thing happened, and then you just know the other person's gonna have something to say about it.
No, that's true.
But to me, I guess I always view those default conversations as more boring. But if you have an entry point with a good question, then you can take it. To
well,
a
you
better
love
place.
no one I know more loves the question than you.
God, I
You're
love
the most
question.
inquisitive guy I know.
I mean, I'm quite an inquisitive fellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your daydream? What's your comedy
I have
daydream?
many. I mean, lately I've been arguing with Tucker Carlson, but I don't really know many of his points, so I just keep calling him stupid. I toggle between Tucker and Tony Hinchcliffe lately.
Oh my god, yeah.
I have one of me being at the Darien Public Library where I grew up and talking about people discouraging me when I did comedy. That's a pathetic one.
I feel like you got more revenge ones than I do.
I have a lot of I think I used to have the glorious ones, and now I feel like I have fewer of those. Just because now I just think that even if all that stuff comes true, I don't know if it'll actually make me that much happier. So I don't put much store in that now.
Right.
I always tell myself you will never be, and not that I I believe it entirely, but I'll say you'll never be happier than you presently are, and because I don't want to put a ton of store in this future. Oh my God, once X, Y, and Z happens, then I'll feel incredible. I'm just
Right.
no, this is such a pure time in life where I can pursue comedy and I have all these friends and we're all unsuccessful and we're trying our hardest, trying to figure it out. And even the dinner on a couple nights ago, it's just good, clean fun. And I don't want to be one of those people who's complaining about where he is and everything. Cause I'm like, no, it's basically just recognizing you're in the good old days, but
Yeah. Well, yeah. I totally get that, and I'll say, that now I'm a little bit more with you. Some of my comedy daydreams is being asked to be on to like be on Kill Tony as like the judge
Panelist?
guy,
Yeah.
and then saying no. And same thing, saying no to Rogan. Those are like two of my things I think about.
Right, I get that.
And yeah, I guess all the things I just like hate about current stand-ups, like how sellout culture is just like there's no such thing as selling out anymore. Like comedy like used to be the sort of like, and I don't mean edgy where like, yeah, they were making fucking black jokes, but I mean like it was edgy where it was like it was like kind of like people were afraid to have comedians on and stuff because they would say, because they would speak truth, or you know what, I don't even know, there's a lame way to put it, but like I think like they would make fun of like advertising for gambling, and they would make fun of fucking trying to sell dick and like the corporatization of everything.
Yeah.
And now all those guys do all that, and they do every single thing. And like Shane Gillis is on Bud Light commercials with Post Malone.
Right.
It's like embarrassing.
But I like it because when you come up and if you are delivering something a little more pure, then the contrast will be even more stark. It's not that the masses don't want that. It's just like right now it's in this like kind of crappy period. And then I just think that it'll make you be like, whoa, like who is this guy if he's giving something that refreshing and original?
No, well, that's what I was saying
is
that's part of the daydream is like being that.
Right. The foil to the,
refusing to.
I just want to throw out a pitch.
Yeah.
But to me, I don't have the daydream of the pitch because like, what if you throw a bad pitch?
Won't happen.
No, you think you'll throw a good pitch? You're not great under pressure.
Why?
You know that about yourself.
I know.
You would be thinking about that pitch for months.
I don't think they'd let me know months in advance.
No,
It's like a last.
I think. I don't know. I think I'd just get out there, try to get loose, and try to execute.
Would it be okay in the daydream if, say, someone else was throwing out the pitch,
right?
But right as right before they were about to throw it, they got injured, and they're like, "Does anyone else want to throw out this pitch?" And you're there. Would you want?
I wouldn't want that
the
to be how it's
pitcher.
done. I wouldn't want that to be how it's done.
But you would say yes.
I mean, it'd be an honor, yeah. I mean, I got to the mound,
Right. Because you haven't spent much time on a mound lately, right?
Certainly not lately.
You've spent almost no time on the mound lately.
Wow.
We've been meaning to
I
talk
don't know what
about.
you guys are doing with your afternoons.
That's great. You haven't spent much time on the mound lately. It's wild. No. Yeah. I mean, I would take it. Would you not?
I mean, it'd be a little insulting, especially if I think it would depend on how confident I was going to be returning to that mound. If this was like, this doesn't seem like a viable thing in the future, I'll throw out the pitch.
But if you turn down the mound, maybe you don't ever get asked back.
Well, that's the big question in comedy.
That
say
is
you
the
get
big
you get offered something and you feel like you're not ready. What if? I just feel like if you're getting asked now, you're gonna become a better pitcher by that time, and then they'll eventually ask you again.
Well, yeah.
I guess maybe it's less about the pitch. But,
I don't know if this is a direct one-to-one, but I get what you're saying in terms of comedy.
Yeah.
What if you ask like, or what, if you're afraid of your pitch, if you don't feel confident, what you could always do is launch it into the stands and be like, "Go fucking get it," and flick them off and whatever.
But do you think that? I feel like
I don't think that's how I'd play it.
Yeah.
You'd have to have sort of a bully persona to for that to work.
Right.
Well, I know you. I don't want to say revenge fantasies that you have, or you have like this proving you're people wrong.
Yeah,
thing.
right.
I don't. Do you have that, David? This idea of like I want to prove people like some naysayers.
And I've let go of that for the most part, but I still have it. Yeah.
Not really naysayers, but just like I do have like the fantasy of like just like people that I haven't talked to in a long time, like wanting to reach out, and me just like being like not reaching. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
And not even like that. I feel like it's not even like someone.
You're just all of yours are declining. You just want to say no.
You want to say
yeah.
no.
Yes.
I'm sick of saying yes.
Because that is so much of what we're doing right now is having to say yes to things you kind of feel like you're.
Why do you think I'm here?
Yeah,
Dude.
Max asked me 3 times to be on this podcast.
Well, you're a huge get. You're a huge get. You're a big guy. You're a big. This is gonna do us real numbers.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Also, we wanted to be interviewed, so this was good.
I think my I think part of the revenge thing is I just feel like I had a lot more overt negative feedback from people that are like, no, you're not going to do this. You're making a bad decision leaving finance. You're not funny. Like I had a friend tell me once that he said, Eric, I've always thought you had a good sense of. I never thought you were funny, but I knew you always had a good sense of humor because you always laughed at my jokes.
I mean, I've never. Well, because just talking to you, I've never met anyone that's gone more overt no. Like no,
I know,
like that,
and overt no's, and yet I was already like, people were coming up to me very early on in stand up, like that you're funny and stuff like that. But I would tell people outside, they're like, nah, you don't got it.
What are you talking?
I mean,
about?
yeah, it was. There's so many of that, and yeah, I remember I told my mom or whatever. Because she was pretty discouraged very early on, but I said that Mike Birbiglia's parents didn't believe in him either, and then she said something like, "Oh, but he's Mike Birbiglia," and I was like, "I'm the Mike Birbiglia of Eric Walsh."
Did you have naysayers, David?
No, not really, because I feel like my whole personality, like my whole life from a very early age, was like being the funny guy, like to the point where like all my friends, that's what I would look for in all my friends is like who was funny too and all that. Like I mean, I remember the moment I decided that being funny was like a useful thing for me was I was in first grade and I didn't feel like I hadn't really, like I just kind of felt invisible in the class.
Right.
And then I made a joke and everyone laughed and the Carla Enrique turned to me and was like, started paying attention to me. And Chris Nunez also turned to me and
Sensing a theme.
And
who else turned?
Fabiana Delfino. And anyway, I was like, this, and I was like, oh shit, this is how you get the attention of Mexican people. No.
Claro.
But I was like, whatever. I was like, and so then like I literally, it was like a wake up moment for me. And then from then on, and then to the point where like my friend group in like 7th grade, we called ourselves Funny Force 4. And it was 4 of us, and we just were like the funny kids and all of to everyone else.
For the entirety of your childhood?
Yeah. I mean, like, that friend group didn't really stay that strong throughout. But, like, that was always the theme of all of our...
Wow.
Like, and me especially. I just felt like... It felt like it was the only thing I was good at, for one.
Right.
And I felt like that's all I had to contribute to, like, anything. Was, like, to just have the funny line or to be the funny... Like, I felt like that's why I was, like, part of the hang. That's why I was, like, whatever. So, pretty much once I was, like... And I always... Like, I knew I wanted to do stand-up from, like, 7th grade. So
wow,
that's always what I would. So like no one, it wasn't really a surprise to anybody.
I mean, I felt that way. I did a shared like sketch with my brother like for our talent show. We did stand up like a thing together in like 4th or 5th grade, and I was like, "This is the most fun I've ever had." Like, for me, I was like, "If I can do this, this is the best thing in the world."
Yeah,
I definitely had that.
Did you? I had to do a confirmation speech in 8th grade.
I never got confirmed.
You know, I like that. It was the first time I think I did public speaking or like in front of like my leg was shaking like crazy. Thank God there was I mean, my knee has never gone like that. It was, and so now just to think about, I don't know. I mean, the second time in college, I gave a speech so bad that someone patted me on the back when I got back to my seat. My note cards got out of order, and I wrote down the whole speech. I like started doing the conclusion halfway through.
Wait, what was the speech for?
It was some business class, business communications, and yeah, I don't know. And this is where it's nice not having a mind's eye that I cannot replay the humiliation or anything like that, but. Yeah, I still remember. I do remember him patting me on the back.
That's yeah. No, that sucks. Okay, and I know this is like way too casual. I shouldn't be throwing it back to this, but I feel like I have a more definitive of like my daydream of being a comedian, and it really is sort of like being just one, not getting to wake up whenever I want, like sleeping in and then getting a coffee and writing and sort of being like I want to be brilliant. That's what I want to be more than anything. I want to be brilliant. Like I want I don't even have to be, I don't want to be super famous, but I want to like make a comfortable living and to be like talked about like, oh, he was like one of the best ever.
So I was talking to Elberg about that last night. You want to be like the special little boy?
Yeah. Is that an option?
You want to be the special little boy, and do you feel like you also, because he was saying he has a little bit of that, but he also wants the validation of his worldview. Do you care about that?
What do you mean by that?
That the way he thinks about the world and how he makes sense of it is the right way, and everyone's like, oh my God, I never thought about it like that. This is how you should think.
No, it doesn't need to be, but I want it to be like, I just always want to have the unique take.
Right.
And the, like kind of like, not, I don't mean like my comedy being like Norm Macdonald, but like the way I'm looked at being like Norm Macdonald, sort of, you know?
But does that tie into like that sort of like the first, like that invisible feeling or whatever, and almost the exact opposite of that?
Yeah, and I think I also kind of want to get away. I want to be able to get away with kind of being like, I don't want to have to be a people pleaser. I want to be like I want to be so well respected that I can act however I want with people.
How different is that from where you presently are?
Like I want it, like there's people that I don't care about that I'm like nice to, and I'm like, hi, whatever, and like it's like you know, like I just will.
But you seem like a good human being to begin with. That presumably you would want to be nice to.
No, I would want to be nice, but it's like I just want to like be like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
That is hilarious that your people-pleasing tendencies and your daydreams are that you just want to be able to say no.
No, even right back there. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No, I guess I don't even know how to word, but I just want to be kind of like.
I mean, there's power in saying that.
But here's my question: how much of it is just this instead of it, you're saying conferring that other people perceive you in this certain higher way? Don't you just want to have this relationship with yourself that you're like, I don't need everyone to like me. I just want to feel good about myself in a way that I don't need everyone to like me.
Well, I want to also think that
Jesus, the feet.
Max has his feet up in an insane way right now.
Yeah, dude. I keep it loose over in the corner.
I think I want to have. God, this is like way too much on me. I feel like.
No, I'm loving this. I mean, I'm having a blast.
Now let's get into the psychology of Max.
But you answer. And
I will answer. I think I do. Well, I want to feel all that about myself because a compliment, when someone compliments me on a joke or something that I think sucks, it means nothing to me.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
It means nothing to me.
That makes sense.
And I want to feel all that too. But I also want it to be recognized because I already sort of have like maybe too high of an opinion of myself sometimes, and I want everyone to like recognize how great I am.
Right. I guess to me, part of it, the reason I was asking is because I feel like there's a lot of people that. Like they think that what they need is that external validation to make themselves feel better, but they get the validation. They don't feel any different because it's like sort of that wherever you go, there you are kind of thing. And it's something that you have to wrestle with yourself, and that's like sort of the big. Anyone who has like a chip on their shoulder growing up and then they achieve the thing, there's like a hollowness to it because they realize, wait, I'm still the same guy, and so a lot of that work is ultimately internal. Yeah, and you realize I don't think anyone can. Give you that give you that self-worth and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
Ultimately, bare minimum. I just want like my day-to-day life to be silly and laughing with my friends and to not have a day job.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah,
and then the grandiosity is like I want to be brilliant.
Of course,
Max.
I don't think Max wants to be brilliant though.
No,
he wants
to
be so cool. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take. First of all, it's on it. I mean, you two are the two people I, without a doubt, talk to the most in my life, and just see you two just have an abs. I'm just watching you have a conversation.
I mean, we've had plenty of good conversations.
Yeah, but I've never just locked in on it, locked and clocked it. You know.
Yeah, let's see what a Max and Eric conversation goes like.
Yeah, you want to see it? Well, it's pretty hot. It's heavy. It's a
And
little
then we should
sexual.
probably ask Eric.
No, that's not what he's about. And I knew
No.
that was. I knew he was going to come in. He was going to.
I
we'll
gave
talk,
you guys a chance to cook, and then there was a lot of urinal talk, and then
which also was a cook. Now we're getting it. Now once Eric and I get a little snippy, then you know we found a rhythm. Once he puts a little at, then I'll put a little back, and everyone makes some points. But yeah, no, I knew you were talking about getting dominated. How was I not supposed to bring up the urinal?
By Brett Singer, of all people.
Yeah. Anyway, what do you want to know? What's up?
Where do you like? So, yeah. What are your comedy daydreams?
I mean,
or what are you trying to solve for with the day? What do you, if you were to like psychoanalyze what the daydream is trying to solve?
I don't understand the question. Wait,
Like
what?
because the daydream is that you have some kind of deep desire or need to feel a certain way. It's sort of like what you said about on stage that you wish you were your on stage persona, like that
Right.
that guy, like it.
Sure.
And it's sort of that, like, what do you wish when you have this fantasized self? What does that guy have that you don't currently have?
I mean, way more material. I mean, I kid, but no, for real. I mean, that would be. I don't know. I definitely feel. What do I? I don't know. I would say. I mean, I do I just like the ability to like run an hour, like to have a good hour is something I'll certainly think about a lot. I think more about like having a family and kids and stuff.
Right.
That's more of it. I'll do that. I'll toss that dream in there
Right.
more.
Little Russ.
Little Rush. No, for real. Oh yeah. I think about that a lot. I think about. Yeah, I think about. I hope to do this thing, and then I hope to retire from this thing. I think is the big thing I think about. Because it's a ton of fun, but I think something you and I had a real. I think it was you, Harold, and I had an interesting conversation. Do you know where I'm going with this?
I thought I did, but I don't think now I do.
Just the idea of like. I think it used to. When I was starting way more, I wanted to be the best to ever do it. That type of, and there was something about like. You asked the question like, would you want your life to be misery or something if you could be the you had no joy, or what was the question?
I don't remember. I ask a lot of questions.
You asked so many questions, but it was something along the lines of like, if you could sacrifice all your joy, but be the best at it, would you want? And then and Harold was like, absolutely, or something.
Right.
And then when you put it like that, I was like, well, that defeats the point of the whole thing.
That's what. Yeah, I completely agree.
And I think I was way more on that first camp. Like, it just matters to be great. It matters to be great. And I think I'm more. I hope stand up is a long and great chapter of my life, but I think I daydream more about what else I get to do.
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't say it's I think it would be foolish to be like it's inevitable that all of us become famous or whatever, and we all are headliners touring the country, whatever. But I think we will all do quite good at this thing. In some way, was that giggle about?
Well, it's quite well.
Dude.
Quite good.
This is it.
It's just weird to be like, I think we're gonna do really well at this thing, but then say quite.
You know how I roll. You know how I roll.
Have you heard he say he's not good at enunciating? Have you heard him say that?
Yeah.
That's how I say it.
How do you say museum?
Oh, he does the museum.
Yeah.
You guys, oh man, this is like talking to two ex-girlfriends. But I don't know. I think that I'm more what happens outside of stand-up feels like more of a mystery than what actually will happen within stand-up.
Of like family and stuff like that.
Yeah, and where we all end up, and then how stand-up. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point some of us are headlining theaters, some end up, I don't know, writing movies, some do like I don't know. All of that sounds pretty sick.
Once again, I just think about going back to that attachment over certain outcomes. I don't know if that, like, I just really have let that go because you just see enough people that get that, and they don't seem like that much happier. Like,
no.
If you listen to Sebastian Maniscalco on a podcast recently, I did, and he was just talking about how much fun it was coming up, like when he was just like newer to comedy, and no one in the audience knew him, and he was winning over crowds.
Yeah.
And like Bill Burr said the same thing, and so we all have this tendency of like, oh, that would be so cool if we're doing all this stuff, but they're looking back on now as like the best days, because that's when you're like, oh, you're really in it, and you have no idea how it's gonna go and stuff like that. And so to me, that's why I'm like, no, just focus on making yourself laugh and like kind of enjoying the struggle. And then the tricky thing there, though, is if you do that too much and you don't have goals, like it might not happen, because it doesn't happen for a lot of people. So there's a fine balance between having this ambition for the future, but also enjoying it now.
Right, and I think I'm nailing it.
Yeah, you're quite well at it. Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, no. Anyway, Eric Walsh on the pod, and
I'm gonna need to use your ironing board pretty soon.
for sure.
Yeah,
Is it?
because I've got a show tonight and I gotta iron.
What time's your show?
My show is at 8, but I need to leave at like 6:30.
Gotcha.
What time do you need to start ironing? How much time do you need to work it?
22 minutes.
For sure. You're a 22-minute iron.
How big is your shirt?
Well, I iron everything. I've got the boxers. I've got the.
That's not okay.
Yeah, I can't iron the boxers. In public.
I don't have an issue with.
Yeah. What if I got? What if I got the shirt on?
Why? I mean, first of all, that'd be. If you like, just I like to imagine you dropping trow in front of a lady, and she's like, "That's freaking crisp." And you're just like,
did you starch that?
You're just like, that's why we do it. That's absolutely why we do it. Oh,
they're standing up when you take them up.
Oh man,
That's like I mean, she's a female version of you. If she's going, that's frickin' Chris.
Yeah, I know. I've told
It's
Eric.
immaculate.
I've told Eric many a time, if he had cans, him and I would be an unstoppable couple. I think we would have completed each other. He would have. I would have been an uphill
I think
battle.
I would have divorced him.
Do you?
I mean,
what
good
size?
chance.
What size cans do you think you would have, Eric? And then we'll get
we
out
all
of here.
we know what size can. I think it's an. I don't think I've got great.
I like how we do know that.
Yeah, we do.
But I think it'd be tight.
It might be a decent ass.
For sure.
I think you would have to become an ass man.
Become. I've
Yeah,
been there.
yeah, I
Well, no, I'm sophisticated. What's up?
I would have giant knockers.
Yeah?
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
For real.
Would you?
But I would be like I would be the type of woman that I hate, where I'd be like, it's just like, come on, boys.
You would be
sorry,
that
was
lady?
embarrassing.
That wasn't embarrassing.
I got embarrassed doing that.
Why?
I don't know. I would just, why did I get embarrassed? I don't know. In my head, it was funnier than what it sounded like.
I
in
thought it
real
was
life.
funny. I didn't laugh, but it was funny. Yeah.
This is terrible. Okay, how do we end this thing?
Oh, I didn't mean to call it off.
No,
Yeah.
no.
You got a 30-minute iron.
Yeah, of
Um,
course.
yeah.
How did I do? How would you assess this?
I think that was great. I think this was like, I really enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
you
did. And but the whole time, the thing is, we're trying to be in podcast mode, but the whole time I wanted to ask everybody where they would be chilling in this garden. So we're going to have to wait until we wrap up to talk about that, because nobody can see the mushroom fairy garden we got going on right now.
I mean, I think this was superior to the Halo.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
The Halo was
that hurts my feelings.
The Halo
yeah.
was a great suggestion.
But see how I listen. And I think we'd be good partners. I think
you
know,
incorporate feedback quite well.
I listen.
You get upset in the moment, but you're
Well, yeah. I mean, I got two'd.
Yeah, you do. You have two.
Would you do Weekend Update?
Like be one of the two guys.
Yeah.
You think yeah.
What?
I think you and I'd be a smash.
That
honestly would be really
that
good.
could be good.
Yeah.
If they had two actual friends doing it.
Yeah.
Are they not friends?
Oh, maybe they are, but like, I doubt they hang out.
I've always been sort of horrified by the SNL for one of the reasons. I think if you agree to go, there's like a 7-year contract that you, unless you get fired, like you're kind of trapped in that.
Yes, I think so.
That's a long time.
It's true.
But that's a little presumptuous that I'm worried about the duration of my SNL stint.
Well, but that is the question I'm asking: is would you do it? And that's something to consider.
Because I've always told Sminsky I would not audition for that, because I think you have to sign it before you even audition.
Oh, that's yeah.
But I could change my mind if I'm still just doing check spots.
I would also
Yeah.
love to
Years from
see
now.
you doing sketch comedy, like you just playing like,
Right.
this is an airline
Do you
pilot.
not think I would be good at improv?
I think you're good at anything.
Have you ever tried improvising with Tim?
I have not. No.
I actually find it fun, but
Really?
that's like something I feel like I would, before we even knew what improv was, I would kind of like do with my friends. You know?
Yeah. I guess I'll do it in conversation a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you'd be an absolute just weapon on the show.
A weapon on the show.
But I imagine you as a weekend update desk guy. That's
Right.
what
I mean, I think that I agree.
I would just love to see you trying to do accents.
Do you have to do accents on that?
It comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
really
Max
have
has
an
a great Indian accent. Have you
Yeah.
ever heard it?
Indian. I've heard the Chinese.
Dude. everybody's having a laugh. Everybody's.
But there's too many.
Max does the
the
racist. accent.
Southern Chinese.
We've tried to get him to do that, but too many
Yeah.
N-words in that impression.
Oh my goodness. No, yeah, you're right. You're not right. I'm sorry.
What do you think the listener has taken away from this?
Good times.
I mean,
Yeah.
just what's wrong with us?
Yeah, you
Mainly.
think that, yeah?
And
Yeah.
what our life hang-ups are. I mean, like, what do you think your like thing is that made you want to do this?
I think there's maybe not the invisibility thing, but I think it is to prove something either to myself or to others, a worthiness. I think maybe mine was growing up very short and stuff like that, and there was just like this. I just always associated like this dismissiveness because I was small, and just I hated that feeling, and it sucked because like I was a pretty good athlete growing up, and then I just hit puberty so much later, and so all these guys who were maybe worse at baseball than me or the sports, they were all like huge, and now I'm just like this tiny guy, and I think that probably stuck with me because I think that feeling of less than, and I don't think I'm going out there now like I need to compensate for it, but I think if I was to be honest with myself, it's probably deep down something like that. Yeah, that I need to feel dominant.
Yeah. I just like to
At
get
the
after
urinal.
it.
Yeah, you like to get after.
Yeah.
I just like to.
Max
get
is just a funny guy.
just a funny guy, just like hanging out with his friends. Wants to throw out a first pitch, put that out there.
Do you guys leave with like a closing question or? No. I mean, you have the candle. It's a question ambiance.
Let's
Yeah.
ask it. You know what? Oh, okay. I forgot to say. I was supposed to say in the beginning that if you if you listen to this and you're not already subscribed to us on Spotify, please follow us on Spotify. Please rate us on Spotify.
Yeah.
And you know what? Let's maybe what's a closing question for the audience that they can answer in the comments?
And we'll have you come back next week and answer it.
Oh, of course, of course. Okay, here's the question I've been asking on stage. So there's a scene towards the end of Interstellar. You've seen the movie?
Yeah.
Okay. That Matthew McConaughey is by the bookcase, and he's screaming at the past. What do you think the future version of you is screaming at present you?
Don't let him iron.
Well, that's such a hard question because. Sorry, we should have ended it right there.
We can. We can.
I'm gonna answer this off.
Keep it running. Keep it running.
Okay, well, that's such a hard question because if they're yelling at us right now, that means we're about to make the mistake.
But then you end up, or it could be just like, stop watching television.
What a waste.
But I mean, I'm saying
Stop
that's a bad
watching.
one. I mean, people give. That's what's interesting.
Quit honing the act.
Give up on this joke.
I feel like, are we gonna end it at the Max's?
End the podcast. End it here. It's
Oh,
going
dude.
nowhere.
Are we done? Should we be done?
All right.
All right.
Bye, guys.
You sit right there. We're gonna take a picture.